Okay, so today I'll make a guide to show my guild how I enchant things and the most efficient way really to enchant things. Okay, so first I'll show you where to buy the alkahest. I don't know the proper way to say it, but you get the point. So specialty store has the refined, and you can find it on the map right there with that symbol. And then of that symbol right there is a regular merchant. You can buy the normal alkahest from there. Make sure if you're level 60 you get this kind of alkahest. This stuff's for lower tiers. Like if you say, or if you see right there it says tier 12 or below, and stuff below that tier really isn't efficient to enchant. I mean, it says avatar weapon, but it still works for armor and stuff, so. But you want this alkahest, and it's only like 10 silver each. Of course, when they're using, or when you're enchanting from tier, or +1 to +6, you want to use regular alkahest, and then tiers 7 or +7 to +9, you want to use refined alkahest. And then after that, you can either use masterwork, premium, or extensive alkahest. But the cheapest way to go is a masterwork alkahest. But I do believe, well, never mind, because yeah.
I have a moment to help.
So for fodder, you want to, like, let's say you're buying a weapon, you'd go here and that's it over here. But if you're like buying some specific location fodder, you go over this. Don't use buy material, because you just want the cheapest you can find for that slot. So I'm gonna buy body because I'm going to try to enchant my robe to +9 for +8, even though I failed like 17 times. That RNG though. Up here it says all rarities. For +1 to +6, you would either want to use uncommon or rare. And then for +7 on, I would just use superior, so you don't waste any money, because superior has the best chance to enchant, and you don't want to waste money, because if you fail like 2 times with 1 rare fodder, but you succeed with 1 superior, that would have been money saved. Okay, so I'm gonna get superior because I'm going to try to enchant to +9. Because like I said, +7 and up, you want to use superior. Also, real quick, this is what the alkahest you should use to enchant from +9 on, just really quickly. So you just search like this, per unit asking price, with the arrow looking up, so the front page is starting with the cheapest at the top. And you see it's quite expensive, but as you see, it has a better chance to enchant and a better enchantment correction. But all the alkahests you want for after +9 is from the broker or farming dungeons like Calcaic's Nest, or from doing Kum Asylum, but some people do not like to do battlegrounds. So here's Masterwork out. And you see it's at usually 80 to 90 gold a piece. You can buy it in different quantities. And then lastly is extensive out. And that is slightly more expensive. It says it enchants equipment of any level, but I mean really you don't want to spend 98 gold per alkahest at only a +1 enchantment. That's a waste of money when you can spend 10 silver per alkahest. Okay, back to the fodder. So I'm gonna buy the fodder for my robe. So you want to go to superior since it's +7 and up. And then you don't type anything for there. You just go to this advanced search button and type 14 and leave that up. Like whatever tier you want to search for, just type that tier, because that tier and up can work. So let's say I want to enchant something of tier 5. Anything at all from tier 5 to tier 15 will work to be used as fodder, and everything else just leave the same. And then just press search after that with the per unit asking price, like so, with the arrow pointing up. And then this is the prices of the cheapest fodder for tier 14. Before the patch for tier 15, it was a lot cheaper, but I have no clue why tier 14 fodder would be this expensive. But you get the point. Okay, so I'll try to negotiate with this person so I don't have to pay the tax. Well, while I do that, I'll collect this. Does any of these people want to negotiate? Because it's always cheaper to make an offer and pay the asking price. Okay, so I bought the fodder. Now I will go and buy some alkahest and try to get my robe to +9.
I'll share what I know.
And then you can just shift right click to enter how much you want to buy. Okay, so this is the new enchanting interface. You can just press this button and it'll put that up to be enchanted. And then it points at what the recommended is for that, so I just click suggest. Now always be careful though, if you have something that you want to keep and not use as fodder in your inventory, make sure that's not what's in this box. But I never keep anything I don't want as fodder in my inventory, so. And then after this, since I only have one, I'll click enchant. But if you have multiple pieces of alkahest and fodder, you can click auto enchant. And my enchantment failed, but you can keep trying and it'll eventually work. I mean, I had really bad luck with this so far. I mean, plus 2.79%, that's like 10 or more tries. But trust me, it works. The way I showed you is the most efficient way if you want to save your money. And it's already expensive as it is, so. And then you click the X and it should go right back to there. But if you went to the max enchantment, sometimes it'll go to your inventory, so you just right click it and it'll go back there. Okay, that's all for this video. If you want more guides, just tell me. Like if it was helpful. And have a good day.